lighting and it's not the best angle, but anyways, I shouldn't be looking at you. So hi, this is Haya Garcia, relationship therapist, dating, like, I don't even have the right word, but basically what I'm trying to say is that I've been working with a lot of women recently, and I've been on my own journey before I was married for like a hot say. And I was in program, and there's so many things. And one of the things that I wanted to share is that
in 600 meters,
people accept,
at the roundabout, take the first exit.
The GPS. People accept behavior that they do to themselves. So basically, I shouldn't be making a video when I'm driving because I can't focus on where I'm supposed to go. But basically, you're not defective. No matter if you suffer from anxiety, depression, abuse, screwed up families, dysfunctional families, if you've been married and now not married, if you have children, and then, it's like so many people think they can't get what exactly they want because they don't deserve the best, because they themselves don't think they're the best. So I'm just going to repeat that. A lot of people think that they can't get exactly what they want because they don't think they're the best. So then they don't think in their head that they can deserve the best. I have to look at the GPS, I'm sorry. So what am I sharing this for? Because people, whether they're single and dating,
meters,
think like, oh, like I don't deserve him. Well, they don't even think it. It's like so subconscious.
Southwest.
They just accept behavior
in 400 meters,
that is,
at the roundabout,
sorry,
take
GPS.
the first exit.
Okay, they just accept behavior that is like really unacceptable because they themselves treat themselves that way, and they also think like a part of me has to settle. I remember my friend telling me right before she got married, right before she got engaged, she's like, I'm screwed up, like, I'm, what's it called? She's like, I've been through too much, I've been through so much, like, he's a good catch for me. And like, they did end up getting engaged, and they did end up getting married, and I'm not thrilled with the marriage, but like, when people think that someone is a good catch for them because of something, or this is a good job for me because I don't have enough skill, this is a good job for me now because I'm not really like that awesome, so I'll accept this less than awesome thing in my life because it fits the perception that I have in my head of who I am. And so people actually create these horrifically like mundane lives that are just not what they want and not what they're happy with, because they actually have this subpar perception of who they are and what they deserve. And then therefore, like, they'll just accept different things into their life because that's how they perceive themselves, so it's a match. So in regards to dating, a lot of people actually are attracted to people who are screwed up. And why are they attracted to people who are screwed up? Basically, I already said it. But because they feel like that screwed up person will understand them and their pain. And like in some really twisted, sick way, and also in some beautiful way, that's comforting to them. I guess more twisted, but that's comforting to them. They feel like, oh, they're screwed up, they're effed up, they've been through so much, and they'll understand my pain because I'm screwed up too. And then I'll feel like more normalized with that partnership because they're not like these perfect people. They'll understand things that I've been through. My GPS just went off. Anyways, so I just want to share, because I have to turn my GPS on, that you're not screwed up, you're not defective. Everyone has a pack. Oh, it's still on. Everyone has a package of crap. Everyone. And when you think that you're more screwed up or more damaged or more mentally ill or more unhealthy or more gone through more trauma than someone else, you're wrong, because it's not about the level of trauma that you've been through. It really is more about the amount of healing that you've gone through, which is a very different story. And so when you're looking for a job or a relationship or how to better the relationship you're already in, don't think about the pain.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
I think I'm here. I hope I just didn't go the wrong way. think not about the pain, but think about how is this person coping? I'm gonna just pull over so it's much safer for everyone. How is this person coping? How is this person healing? Are they healed? Are they working through the trauma? Can they talk about it? You know, if someone goes through a crazy thing in their life and they don't want to talk about it, such a bad sign. If they can be like, yeah, this is what happened. It was horrible. It was traumatic. But, you know, I've worked through it. Then, like, at least they've gone through their pain and, like, acknowledged it and released it and dealt with it. And, like, it's no longer a part of their identity. Because when it's so part of your identity, so deep, it's not conscious, it's unconscious. So all the things that you're running on, you don't even have an awareness of because you haven't addressed it. And when you've addressed it, then it's not part of who you are. It's part of like your story. It's part of like something you've been through, but it doesn't define you. And so what I'm trying to share is that no matter what pain or trauma you've been through, you're not defective. You're not damaged. You're not less than. You just need to deal with it. Pain is only able to be released once it's acknowledged. And if we don't acknowledge the pain, if we don't say, hey, what's up? How are you feeling? Why are you hurting? Then it just stays there. It stays there forever. Pain is one of those things that it doesn't just go away. It doesn't just like, okay, you know, it's been 10 years and so like, I guess I should be over it by now because it's been so long. But it doesn't work like that. The scars, the pain, the traumas, the things that we've dealt with when we were little, the things that our parents hurt us, the things that we don't even know screwed us up, those things need to be addressed. They need to be looked at, and they need to be looked at with love. Not like, oh, you know, I went through so much horrible thing and everyone sucks and screw them and they're so screwed up. You have to look at it like, okay, this is my life. I'm an adult. I'm going to take responsibility now. I'm not going to blame anyone for my emotions or my reactions. I'm going to look at myself and then look at everybody with love and compassion and recognize, okay, they might have been screwed up, but they probably were hurt themselves. And how can I now focus on healing myself in a way where I feel like I'm a boss of my life, where I feel like no one can piss me off because I don't take things personally, because I'm actually owning my own path and I'm actually owning my own journey. And so, especially for the single women that I work with, no matter what you've gone through, no matter how old you are, no matter if you've been married or anything before, you are not less than. You deserve your very, very best. And believe that, because then only then can you match the man you actually want. It's so bizarre. People know exactly what they want, but they don't know how to get there. They can say, oh, I want this amazing man. I want this perfect person. But then they themselves don't become a match to that who they want. So how can they possibly achieve what they desire if they themselves aren't matching what they want? Meaning, like, if you want a guy who doesn't smoke pot or this, that, or the other thing, and then you do those same behaviors, how can you possibly match that type of person if you're not working on yourself in the exact same way? So now that we're going into Rosh Hashanah, and this is Elul and Chai Elul, I used to make events every single year when I moved to Israel. Actually, Shayna Batsheva is really, she usually watches my video, and it was in her house that I made my first Chai Elul event. And it was basically all about self-love, because part of the Chai Elul, which just passed, and actually, I think today is Kasriel's Yahrzeit. Kasriel ben Yehuda, this should be in honor of his Neshama's Aliyah. He was a very dear friend who passed away at the age of 25 because he didn't get the help he needed. And sometimes in life, like, yes, life and death is something beyond us, but sometimes we really just need help, and we need to know what help we need and how to get there. But part of Chai Elul is the life of Elul, the life of Ani L'Dodi V'Dodi Li. Like, you know, this is a month of love. It's not the month of like, holy crap, like Rosh Hashanah is coming, how do I prepare? It's like, no, how am I going to get to know myself so well that I am in love with myself, so much so that I have a good relationship with God, and I feel like God has a good relationship with me just because I'm alive and trying. And that takes away the guilt and the shame and the pain, and it really sets you up for a good Rosh Hashanah. So part of it is like, ani ledodi vedodi li, I am to my beloved and my beloved is to me. Like, we have a working relationship. I'm allowed to screw up and he's allowed to forgive me. God's allowed to do things I don't understand and I still forgive God. And there's this like dynamic where we work together, us with Hashem, us with our partners, that we can feel that we're allowed to make mistakes and we're allowed to forgive ourselves. Constantly we make mistakes, and constantly we need to learn how to forgive ourselves and others, because Hashem created the world decent to us, and he wasn't like, all right, it's all uphill, enjoy. He's like, no, you're gonna fall, you're gonna learn, it's gonna hurt, pain is okay, don't be afraid of pain. And then you're going to grow and you're going to get better lessons and more pleasure. Then you're going to go down again and it's not going to feel great, but there's something there for you to learn that's going to be even better for your life. The high is going to be even higher. And so when we recognize that we have these descents only for the ascends, then we're not so afraid of screwing up or feeling defective or feeling that we messed up or feeling like we're not worth it or feeling we can never make it better, because we can. And that's what Elul is. Elul is all about love, and love is all about forgiveness. The equation, what equates with love is acceptance, and we have to accept ourselves exactly for who we are so that we can truly love ourselves. And we have to accept our partners and our moms and our dad and God and all these people in our life. Well, God's not a person, but all these people in our life for exactly who they are, and stop wanting people to change and stop wanting people to be different, and if only they did this and if only they did that, like, it would be so much better. But it's not about wanting people to change. It's about us wanting to take responsibility for our own lives in a way that we can accept ourselves for who we are, in such a way that we have compassion for all of our flaws, so much so that we project that into the world, and that everyone who screws up, whether they step on our toe when we're shopping or do something a lot not as pleasant, we can find the compassion, and people are allowed to screw up and we don't have to be angry with them. We can remove ourselves, we cannot talk to them, but we don't have to feel anger towards people. We can love people in our heart just like Hashem loves us no matter what happens. And so I give you guys all the bracha that we go into this new year, that Hashem blesses us with a long life and a healthy life, and a life where we want to grow, and a life where we know our worth, and a life where we don't feel ever screwed up for things we've done or things that we've gone through. And we can see our parents with love and connect to our partners if we're married, or our friends to people. We can connect to our friends and our partners in a way where we feel like we have the support we need, and we can accept them for who they are and who they're not, and love that, and just love people for who they are and who they're not, and just go into this new year with shefa of love and health and sweet honey and growth, and just looking at our pain and saying, I love you, I feel you, I see you, I'm here for you, and you can leave me now, and I am a healthy person. So Shana Tova, peace and love.